Hey everyone, it's Tony here with Nerds Never Sleep, bringing you guys another Kotobukiya Bishoujo unboxing. Today, we'll be following up the amazing Morrigan and the absolutely, surprisingly amazing Felicia in the Darkstalkers fighting game series. Now, so far, there's been 3, obviously, and these first 2 have been so damn good that it makes me very excited for Lilith. I had, obviously, in my previous videos, I've done unboxings for both of these. Morrigan, I had a little damage out of the box, and Kotobukiya was very amazing and quick to replace her for me. And I did have one kind of gripe with Felicia, where just her stand to hold her hair up, it's kind of a pain in the butt. But other than that, I loved both of these pieces. So if you are curious about them, you have not checked out these videos yet on the page, click down in the Kotobukiya section in the playlists, or I will link those videos down below, and you guys can check out the unboxings and my reviews for both of these as well. Now, again, the 3rd character in the Darkstalkers series from Capcom is Lilith, who is another little succubus like Morrigan. And yeah, she's kind of, I always kind of looked at her as the little sister in every way to Morrigan. She's kind of the complete opposite of Morrigan. I always thought that in the games as well. You know, forget the lore, forget everything else, just going by, jumping into an arcade and playing the game, you were like, long hair, big boobs, dark wings, everything else, you know, like, She's your typical seductress, where Lilith kind of had the more playful vibe. She had the brightly colored wings, kind of the brightly colored suit, the red suit. She had the short cropped hair. She was more modestly sized in the chest, I guess you could say. You know, less curvy. So she had kind of more of the little cutesy look to her. So she was definitely the polar opposite of Morrigan. So it was definitely kind of a cool thing back in the day when you'd play in the arcade. I know I am old, but it was kind of cool to have those 2 characters in the same game. And again, they were in the comic books together. They were in everything together. So there's a whole big backstory for them. So, but other than that, looking at this piece, just the pictures and everything of it, I'm probably, again, going to be very surprised with how much I like this one. So, pretty excited to open her up. Now, I have not seen any updates on future Darkstalkers Bishoujos yet. A little bummed about that, because there still are some characters they could do. I know they've been doing King of Fighters, which I did do I know they have Terry Bogard, you know, gender swapped. And I think one other one announced as well. So 3 of those. And we've been kind of quiet on the other Capcom fighting girls, like Street Fighter. So I think they're maybe kind of just bouncing around and seeing what people like the most. Hopefully we see more Darkstalkers. But enough of that. I'm going to bring you guys in, take a look at this really cool box with really great artwork. And then we're going to open her up and take a look if this one is just as good as the previous 2. All right, so as you can see here on the front of the box, we've got like a little bat kind of icon with a little border right here. The window box, obviously in the front, showing you a peek at Lilith. Kotobukiya, Darkstalkers Bishoujo, Lilith, all that good stuff, you know, by Shunya. And then over here on this side, we're going to have a little bat window. It's almost like you're looking at a Batman statue here. And on the back, of course, we're going to have little pictures of the statue and some of the details about it. And over here, we're going to have a full picture of the amazing artwork as well. Now, also, if you look back here, we see that Morrigan and Felicia, rather, are the only 2 pictured here. There is not a coming soon. I know sometimes on these boxes they have a coming soon picture of what's next in the set, which makes me wonder if these are going to be the only 3 we are going to see. Of course, again, the amazing artwork here. And of course, I'm going to spin it back around because I'm Batman. You got your little get your little bat up top too. So we got our little Batman signals here. But yeah, really good box as always. Kotobukiya always puts out really amazing art boxes, and I like how they kind of put little flair to them, like the bat and stuff like that. So that's it for the box. I'm gonna come in and we're going to open her up now. Alrighty, so as always with these collectibles, we have some tape to cut. I know with the bigger stuff, I do pre-cut the tape, but not in this case. So I'm going to be careful opening this box. Oh, okay, open pretty easily. Fold all these flaps back. Pull her out. It looks like she may actually be just one piece. So this might be a pretty easy unboxing. I cut any tape here. There's always tape on the sides. I'm going to pop this open very carefully. I don't know if her wings are going to be too close or not. I'll fold it over. And yes, she is all one solid piece, and the tape has stuck to the plastic. So as always with these, fingers crossed there's nothing wrong with this one. With Morrigan, I had some broken wings, or some broken little head wings. Okay, so looks like we've got little pieces covering here just to keep her from scuffing. And I'm going to be very careful here. I'm going to actually put her down. I'm going to be very careful. So it looks like these are taped. So I am going to go and very carefully cut this tape because I don't want to wreck this piece. So I'm going to cut very carefully. I recommend cutting it as carefully as you can. That way it loosens up, because as you can see, there's some pointed edges here on her wings. You do not want to break those. So I'm going to do that over here as well on this side. And again, my recommendation, get yourself a nice little cutter or even some small scissors and kind of just make a very gentle cut, just enough so you can kind of unwrap it and unwrap it rather than try to pull it off, because these wings, like Morrigans, I'm looking over there right now, they do have some points on them. So hers were a little more secured, a little secured a little more tightly, but she does have a similar base to Morrigan, and oh my god, she's so freaking cute. Okay, so again, you're gonna see big differences when I put them next to each other. Obviously, big differences is the key, and she's really, really pretty. So I'm gonna bring you guys in. I'm gonna clear off this table, bring you guys in, and let you take a closer look at her and judge for yourself. All right, so as always, I'm going to kind of go free camera here and let you guys take a 360 of this really nice piece here. As you can see here with the light, you can kind of see the reflections off of all kind of the textures of the wings. And obviously, she takes after her sister in at least one area. But yeah, this is really cool. I like how, just like with Morrigan, she has kind of the bat prints on her little leotard over here, her leggings, whatever you'd like to call them. Very, very cool. I like the feathering. I do like how they made the wings look, very, almost like bones coming out of her. They made them look very, very obvious. They're kind of just protruding out of her back there. Like, I like the way it looks. Looks really, really cool. And again, the hair looks really cool. I like the pose. It definitely is kind of like, I guess you could say seductive, but it's kind of more innocent than Morrigan's, obviously. So I'm going to zoom you guys in now. Let you guys take a look. And as you can see here, she does have a base very similar to Morrigan's, almost the same exact base. And again, here is a closer look at the print on her legs here. And just like with Morrigan, I'm going to try to get a little better view on the wings. You can kind of see with the light, there's a texturing that hits with the light. And it looks really, really cool. So, and I just see, here's where I was talking about right here. When you unbox her, be careful because her wings have points. And when you unwrap her, you want to make sure you're very careful that you don't break any of those points. As you can see here, everything is really nice. All the paintwork, the lines, everything is really good. Again, taking after her sister a little bit there. Taking after, I guess I call her Big Sister Morrigan. And again, as you can see much with Morrigan, you can see more of the feathers here on her costume. The hands came out really, really good as well. Like I said, the hair looks great. And the face and eyes look fantastic. I'm going to hopefully not blur out here. But the face looks gorgeous. And again, you know, she has very, very, very nice costume. Very great sculpt. Love the pose here. She looks really, really good. And now I'm going to show you the duo really quick together. So here they are together, kind of, I guess, comparing, maybe, if you will. But as you can see, definitely a similar, almost the same base, where Lilith is a little bit brighter than Morrigan's, but so is her costume in different ways. Very, very cool. As you can see, their costumes, if I can go down here on Morrigan, she has a little heart right there. And Lilith has a little diamond. So they definitely look really awesome together. They pair up really, really well together. Their bases almost connect if you do it this way. So really cool. And I'm going to add one more into the mix here before we go. All right, and now there is the trio right now of the Darkstalkers girls. And I got to say, Felicia definitely stands out among the three of them just because of the size difference. Felicia is definitely noticeably bigger than the two of them just because of her giant claws and her giant hair. And you can definitely tell, even the weight when you pick these pieces up, that Felicia has some heft to her. And that is why she has this kind of beam holding her hair up on the side or in the back. But these two look great together as well as the Morrigan. So they all look fantastic together no matter how you pair them up. Definitely a terrific set, and Lilith makes a great addition to this trio. But I'm going to take you guys out now and I'm going to give my final thoughts. All right, so that was it for another Kotobukiya Bishoujo unboxing in the Dark Stalkers series. And again, this was Lilith, the sister of Morrigan. And again, as I showed you guys in the close-ups, she came out very, very nice. I love the colors. I love how the poses, she kind of has a little cutesy pose rather than a kind of seductive pose like Morrigan had, or even, you know, something like Felicia had. She definitely is, I can't say she's modest, because as you can see from the backside of her costume, much like Morrigan's, doesn't leave much to the imagination. Just like with Morrigan, I really, really liked the way they did these wings. They kind of gave them like a leathery look, like texture-wise. And the paintwork is amazing. As always with Kotobukiya, I do like how they have a similar base, her and Morrigan. And while hers is a little bit brighter, Morrigan's is a little bit more kind of subdued in the color. But I like that a lot, that they kind of look similar. And again, the similarities to their outfits is there. Especially with, you know, I like where Morrigan kind of has her arms closed, so you can't really see the feathering and everything over here, whereas Lilith, you can. I was very, very nervous about this one because, again, my Morrigan had broken kind of wings up top on her head. But she came out flawless. Very, very happy with this one. She is another one that Kotobukiya knocked out of the park. This 3 for 3, I'm saying right now, all these are amazing. If you have not picked up either of these or any of these, highly recommend getting them while you can. I will post any available links that I know of for Lilith as well as Morrigan and Felicia through my affiliate links and stuff like that. I will post any of them that I can find that are still available in stock down in the description below. So if you are looking for any of these, please click the links below. It does help me out. Helps me get a little bit of credit, I guess, and kind of boosts again my funding, I guess, for the page. So, as I'm not monetized yet. But, again, I'm going to give her, I believe I gave 9s to 10s for both of these. And honestly, even though Lilith is not one of my favorites, I'm going to put her right in the same rankings as the two of these. She is definitely she's a 9. Definitely a 9. I would give her a 9. Even though she is not my favorite, I definitely love what they did with this one. She came out fantastic, exceeded my expectations. I really like this one a lot. And the other thing is, as I said, I'm not even a fan of the color red. Red is kind of one of my least favorite colors, and she has a lot of red. But you know what? It's done so well that you cannot deny it. The face, the eyes, everything on her is beautiful. So, again, I really, really like this piece a lot. She pairs perfectly with Morrigan. She looks great with Felicia. The three of them together just look amazing. So, again, highly recommend any of these three girls. I'm going to say Lilith, especially because this is Lilith's video. But getting your hands on any of these three is going to be a treat because they are all top tier. I don't think I have been as impressed with one of these Kotobukiya lines, every single figure, since probably the horror line. I think the horror line is one of my other ones that was every single one of them I loved, other than the fact that the original bases for Freddy and Jason sucked. They fixed it with the reprints, but the original bases sucked so bad that sometimes they couldn't even stand up. They would fall over. But every other one of those, Chucky, Tiffany, I consider the Men in Black one a horror Bishoujo as well. Edward Scissorhands, like they had so many great ones. But I have to say, I think this Darkstalkers line might be the best yet. I've still yet to unbox all the My Little Pony ones. I have to do that on the channel too. I know all the bronies and pony girls out there, they're going to be very excited when I finally get around to doing those. But I do have every single one and all the variants of the My Little Pony ones, including Hatsune Miku Pony. So I'm going to get around to doing those as well. It's just there's been so much stuff to do that I'm kind of having to pick and choose what I do. I do have Kate Bishop as well over here to open, as well as X-23, Laura Kinney, the Wolverine versions. I have a lot. But this one, again, like I said, I think this trio is becoming my favorite. Other than possibly, I would say, Poison, Ibuki, and Yuri from Street Fighter may actually compete against this trio. So, pound for pound, I think these three and those three are some of my favorites. But, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys liked checking out Lilith as much as I did, and giving you guys the peeks of these other two. If you do want to see their videos as well, take a look at my videos in the Kotobukiya playlist, stuff like that. All those unboxings are there as well. Give those a like, subscribe to the channel, click the share button, click the dislike button if you don't like them because they're a little suggestive, whatever. Any and all interactions help me with my algorithm, which has been kind of very up and down lately. Last week with my ReZero week, it was kind of... I think people got sick of ReZero because it was very up and down last week. So I'm trying to kind of get back into the swing of things this week and put out some different varying content for you guys. So again, hope you guys like this one. I'm also filming some Pop-Up Parade videos for this week, as well as an Iron Studios piece this week. So I am putting out a lot of videos, recording a lot of videos this week. Depends on when I get to editing all these, which order you're going to see them in. But stay tuned. There are going to be a lot of videos coming these next several days. And again, As usual, follow me on all the typical socials. I may be uploading to Rumble soon. I've gotten quite a few people asking me to start uploading my content to Rumble as well, because I guess there's not a lot of stuff like that over there yet. So I may look into Rumble. If you use Rumble, let me know what your thoughts are down in the comments on it as well. I really don't know much about it. Like I said, I just recently started TikTok, which has been doing very good for me. So, yeah, gonna get more social media presence, get all of it I can, I guess. So, until next time, everyone, I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye, everyone.